Hello, thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Jerome Moore. Get ready to embark on Black Americans making their mark all around the world. With the vast growth of technology, there are many jobs you can literally do while traveling or living abroad. On this episode of Black Americans Making Their Mark, Stories Abroad, we will be visiting Toddre DaLaura Monier, who is currently living in Tanzania as a remote website content creator. You will hear how Toddre was inspired by her mother and the want to create better lives for the less fortunate that led her to immersing herself in Tanzania. Thanks for tuning in and welcome to
Black Americans.
Black Americans.
Black Americans. Black Americans.
Black Americans.
Black Americans.
Black Americans.
The Black Americans.
Black Americans.
Black Americans.
Black Americans Making Their Mark, Stories Abroad.
Hi, my name is Toddre DaLaura Monier, and I'm American from Los Angeles, California, and I am living and working in Zanzibar, Tanzania, and I'm working as a remote website content creator. I had an iconic moment as a teenager. I was born in the 70s. I was a teenager in the late 80s, mid to late 80s. And at the time, there was a climate crisis. There was drought and starvation in Ethiopia. And I remember watching CNN, and I remember watching all of these children and mothers starving. And at that moment, I just realized that something is terribly wrong in this world where I could have so much and there could be people starving right in front of me. So that was really a turning point for me. My mom was definitely also an influence because I think I probably was like 9 or 10 in elementary school, and she showed me a newspaper clipping of high school students that were being educated on a cruise ship, and she told me that she wanted me to experience that life. I did not get an opportunity to take advantage of studying abroad on this cruise ship in high school. So I ended up doing another volunteer work abroad program in Zimbabwe, and it just kind of went on from there. I've always felt more comfortable in Africa than in my own hometown of Los Angeles, California. One of the things that always threw me off as a kid was this huge disparities in wealth. You know, my mom would take me for drives through Mulholland Drive, and you would see these huge mansions. And then I knew how we lived as lower middle class citizens. And I knew how the kids at my school who were immigrants, I knew how they lived. And none of that really just sat right with me. And of course, there's economic disparities here. Of course, there's unfairness here. But energetically, Africa just always felt right to me. All of my experiences here, working abroad, living abroad, volunteering, even when I experience culture shock, even when I'm homesick, I do have those moments. It just feels right for me. I don't even know how to to explain it. That's a very good question, because initially I said no, but when I recount my experiences in the workforce, just in life in general, the microaggressions microaggressions that I experienced? I think they did. I think that the race relations, institutionalized racism, discrimination, I think they really all played a part in my just being worn out, not just with the rat race, but with life in the city as well. I lived in Washington, D.C., which at the time was considered Chocolate City, for 13 years, and I had a very successful business, and I owned a few properties, got a divorce, did a whole 180, moved to Los Angeles, which is my hometown, and I really did struggle. I was beautiful and intelligent and educated, and you know, so I dealt with those things. And then there's the microaggressions that you experience as a woman and as a person of color. So I guess race relations did play a part in my immigration to Zanzibar. If there's anything that I contend with here, it's not so much racism or discrimination based on my ethnicity. It's more so getting respect as a woman.
To women, continue to embrace the things that make you unique, even if it makes others uncomfortable.
Thank you for watching another episode of Black Americans Making Their Mark, Stories Abroad. Please like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, representation is important, and continue to making your mark on the world.